Greetings, my name is Airhaert, and today we're here with Ponchy, and we're diving into the Tonverk.
It's quite the beaut.
Quite the beaut. I've been working on some cool project called, well, it has many names now, many iterations, but pretty much water has been the main theme. But before I dive into the water, I wanted to really highlight the MIDI feature because that was really accessible compared to the other units. And so pattern 3 was my MIDI pattern, and I had my audio on each of the 8 tracks sending to my external synths in the studio. So that looked like, here we go. Okay, right.
So how many MIDI tracks do you get?
You get the 8 plus you can do the like up to 12. Like so you can swap the buses to be MIDI tracks.
Oh, sweet.
I haven't really explored sends, to be honest. I just kind of, this machine has been a bit, like it's been so fun, and there's so much to unlock compared to like the Digitech 2, where I felt like I was exploring a lot of the features that the box had to offer within the first day using it. So now I've had this machine for a few weeks now, and I had to stop exploring to make a live set for my birthday. So I kind of, went into a different direction and had to force myself to use that. So I haven't really explored sends. I've just explored the mix track, so that's fun. So if we go to it, you can like mix the ins that come in and pan them here, but you can also add effects on the mix. And for me, I like to add a compressor on the mix. I found that in my project, I don't know what I pressed. It just became really low all of a sudden. So then I applied this and it just fixed it completely. So
nice.
Instead of like fiddling around with each track, which was what I tried to do at the beginning, I was able to just fix it with just this master mix, which is great. And then also you have this master mix over here in the amp section where you can control all the 8 tracks over here. Back to the source. So let's go to this. So this was my Moog Sub 37, and it's like you hold function and you hit the encoder, and then the channel gets enabled, and you can pick what MIDI channel it is. And so my Sub 37 is channel 3, and then likewise I had channel 4 for the Juno and 5 for the baby Juno, the JU06A, the boutique from Roland. And I had the Mofo on channel 10. Oh, here I didn't have a MIDI track. We had like a sample track instead. So here it's the same as the other machines. You hit the newer machines anyway. You hit the D encoder and then you choose your sample. And similarly to the Digitech 2, you have like a bunch of banks for your samples as well. Yeah.
I was going to say the compressor looks just like the one on the Rhythm, which is nice. And also selecting the MIDI tracks and stuff. That reminds me of the other boxes too. I should specify I don't have a Tonverk, so this is all new to me for sure. So yeah,
it's really nice to have your input because you have so many machines and you have a lot of Elektron machines as well. So exploring this with you is extra special because you have a different brain on it. So quickly, I realized that the song mode doesn't work the same way as it does in the Rhythm. And so that messed up my brain because I had to go quite quickly to make that live set.
What's like the biggest thing that's different, would you say?
Well, you know how in the Octatrack you have parts?
Yeah.
Here I felt a little bit of similarity to that kind of menu style where at first when you go into song mode, you're faced with this and you're like, what is this? Row actions, preview, loop, edit, next, and then so you have to figure out where you want to go from this. So that kind of gave me that parts feeling, but it has different functions, of course.
Yeah.
So then you can select songs from trigger 1 to 16. So this is where your song bank goes into. And then select pattern to exit. So that's another feature. But so I haven't explored the loop functions or next or previous. I've just been editing and not on this pattern, it seems.
If I'm not mistaken, they added the row actions to some of the other boxes too recently, I think.
Okay, the row actions, I see. Because we have row actions on the analog rhythm, but it's just, it looks different.
Yeah, for sure.
So let's go into song mode. Here, the song is empty, but if we press function down, we can insert rows, and then it's different in the sense like in the analog rhythm, we could go across.
Yeah.
Whereas here, you go downwards, and then you can add labels. That was a really neat feature. So you can add like intro, outro, bridge.
That's pretty sweet.
Chorus, solo, verse, fill, rise, peak, drop, break, jam, noise, effects, fade, miscellaneous, test, pause, other. Like you can go to town naming your thing. So you can, like that, we didn't have that before.
Yeah, no, that's awesome.
And so this way I can go intro and outro, for example. And then you can also choose your BPM over here. So you can manually choose that in the song mode page rather than having to choose it in the pattern making page.
Yeah, yeah. And
you choose the loops here on this reloop section.
Yeah.
So you can loop like, I don't know.
How many times it'll loop.
Yeah. Exactly. Probably infinite is the amount. Holding down function to go faster. Anyway, I probably shouldn't do this. So
is there a clear function play?
Oh yeah, clear row. Boom. There you go. Nice, good one. Anyway, and then you can choose if it loops at the end or if it just stops. So that's a cool feature.
Nice.
Yeah, and then there's also a mute function, so you can like mute, but it's not like the analog rhythm where you mute certain parts, or at least I haven't really explored that function. I really hope that you can do that like the analog rhythm, because that was like a really nice feature for me.
To mute tracks.
Oh yeah, here we go.
Nice, yeah, there you go.
Here we go, figuring it out together. Okay, yeah, so you can mute them. You can just mute. Okay, sick.
Nice, yeah.
Okay, sick. That's gonna be nice. Yeah, amazing. So that's it. That's it for song mode exploration for me. And yeah, oh, there's my song.
Nice.
We found it. I had like a sound that would play constantly while people were arriving, and then an intro, break, drop, rise, solo, peak, and outro.
Oh, nice.
2 times, and then it would just stop after. And I had it set like this because I wanted my hands to play crystal bowls and use my voice at the same time.
Yeah.
So this way I had like a backing track in some way.
Nice.
To be the ambiance. But last minute, I decided this was not good for me, and I played everything live. So I was like switching patterns live. Instead, because it was too short notice for me to comfortably practice the song mode with my setup for that specific set. So
it's always good to have the option for sure. So
exactly, I felt, to be honest, because I used the machine a bit more prior to that live set, right? But I wasn't using song mode, right? So
yeah,
I feel like having that option of just being able to manually choose the patterns, although it was an extra move that I had to do, it was still it was still more fun.
Yeah.
moving on. Let's see. People online saw my ICEDUB video. Sounds like this.
Oh.
That was all in the Tonverk. Plus I had the analog rhythm layering some tracks. So I sampled ice sounds in the winter time here in Montreal, and it was beautiful. So
nice.
I ended up this sound, which will not play because, oh, I'm at the lowest. The transpose feature with the plus minus, just so accessible like this, is really nice.
Yeah, that definitely reminds me of the 4.
So this is a City Source 5. So that's actually a stock sample.
Oh, cool.
Let's see, what else we have here? This is also a stock sample. At the end of it, anyway, the tail. Then we have this. Okay, that's a stock sample too, actually. But like the stock samples sound really good.
Oh yeah, I've always been a huge fan of the stock Elektron samples for sure. Ooh, is that the grainer?
That's the grainer. So
nice.
Here we have in function source mode, we have single player, multiplayer, Subtracks, grainer, wavefinder, and MIDI. So they recently added the wavefinder, and grainer was one firmware update before that. And the grainer I find is my favorite because you can take a sample and then really mangle this.
Those were all the different machines you can have on any track. That list that you pulled up.
This one.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Those are all the available machines.
Yeah. You have a MIDI source, which we just saw in the other menu, and then the wavefinder. We can go over. The grainer is what we're on now. Subtracks is really cool because each one of these, which is normally the piano, each one of these gray buttons becomes a track. Well, sorry, no, not each of them. The top ones are obsolete in that mode, but the bottom ones become a track. So you can have a whole drum kit on one of these.
Oh, sweet. Yeah, so you can do a beat on one track, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love that for sure.
Let's explore that a little bit. I made that on track 1. It's usually where I have my drum tracks.
Yeah.
If I use just the Tonverk, I mean. Otherwise, it's the analog rhythm holding that fort. So here I have track 1 with the cult.
Oh, that's so cool. It's so nice to be able to just use one track like for something like that, for a beat.
I found that too, and like if we go to the record mode here, wait, where are the beats? Okay, you see them like playing, so you have to like select the track like this instead of selecting the tracks down here.
Yeah. Cool.
You like you hit track and you select over here, and then when they're playing, they like flash, so it has that like visual feedback of what's going on a little bit.
I like that. I feel like that's pretty intuitive.
Yeah. So yeah, Subtracks. Yeah, and there's a lot of Subtracks. Like if you go to the Subtracks menu and you hit it, then that's where you get all your treats, your samples, and then you can like sample them. No, sorry, it's not like that. It's sample like this. So you like play them live. You know?
Nice, yeah.
I'll go back to my cult sample. Yeah, Subtracks. But yeah, so let's go back to the grainer because I really love the grainer. Oh, so this is one of my vocal samples.
Oh wow!
And I kind of made it go a little wild here, but if you double tap source, you have like an additional grainer menu, and so you can like play with the shape. And
what is that?
pretty much like how I think it is that it's like an attack.
Oh, it's like an envelope
release.
Kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's how the sample is able to play. If it's in this kind of shape, it's better for drum samples.
Yeah, because
so,
there's like no attack, or the attack's at 0 and then just kind of fades out that way.
Yeah. Exactly, or at least that's my assumption as well. And then if it's in the middle, it's more like for like creative stuff. Like so, this you have like a mode here, and you can choose oscillator mode. You can choose sync mode and random mode. And then here we have amounts. So the amount of grains. It can go from like one grain to 2 and to like a bunch to 8 max. And then we can also change the direction of the grain, which either makes them go forward or the other way, backwards.
Yeah, I like those the visuals on that. That's cool. Kind of shows you what it's doing a little bit.
Yeah, the visual feedback on this machine is way more advanced compared to the other machines.
Yeah.
And just so you can hear what it sounded like prior, oops. It's pretty close, but I think I have a mod here on it. Let me turn that down. And we can also add filters. And the filter is a little bit more developed, I would say. And we can even spread it. There's like a widener.
Oh.
Yeah.
Kind of like stereoize it a little.
Yeah.
Wow.
So if ever you have like a mono signal that goes in the sample, you can make it stereo with this.
Yeah. It kind of reminds me of the filter on the Moog Matriarch that has a stereo filter.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, even like the grainer has scans, and even has a pan feature if you wanted that. Sometimes it's nice to have the little grains pan left and right.
Yeah.
And how fast it scans. You can even go in the negatives. Or you can just change the position yourself of the sample. And the density as well of the grain. Make it sound more
it's like kind of jumping between left and right there.
Yeah, but it doesn't sound very loud, so there we go.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
That's crazy.
Oh, it's an oscillator mode. Okay.
Oh, you can change the percentage of the direction. That's kind of cool.
Yeah, you can even like go into like the middle if you want.
Yeah. So it's like half forward, half reverse. 50.
I guess.
Yeah.
Damn.
That is awesome.
Fun. And not only do you have one effect, but you have a second effect. So you can add 2 effects per track.
Per track, nice, yeah.
Plus you have the buses that can have 2 effects per track. So
that's pretty cool, yeah. That's some cool routing.
You can have like way more. And then I haven't explored the send, so there's even more. There has to be even more effects here with sends.
Yeah.
Like it's like this small little section that is on my to-do. we can maybe revisit that once I
Yeah, I mean, I would assume it's they made it more like a DAW, so you could probably do like a delay send and then or like a reverb send and then just send a bunch of the tracks to that.
Well, if I click on it, mix AB,
Yeah,
EF, AB, mix AB, out CD, out EF.
Mm.
See, I haven't gotten very far in the setup. We have transpose that I haven't even touched yet, the function and plus and minus the transpose. Like I haven't explored what to do with those
you
yet.
can randomize velocity. That's cool.
Oh, that's gonna make things faster.
Yeah.
Ramp up, ramp down, placement randomize. That's like on the Octatrack a little bit.
Oh yeah, maybe it's like a Euclidean kind of thing.
Maybe we should test it out.
Yeah.
Let's go on a sample here.
The velocity randomization would definitely be good for drums, for beats, like maybe a hi-hat, something like that.
Try it. Let's try that then. Oh, it's muted. The one thing that I haven't really, like, you have to play with the amp volume on Subtracks because otherwise it's like the whole, like the level that you'd normally use per track is for like the whole Subtrack.
Oh, yeah, okay, that makes sense.
So you'd have to go into amp and, make the volume changes there.
Yeah.
Okay, let's mute all the other ones. This is aggressive. Okay, so let's see. So we've selected that track, got it. Then we want to transpose. Transpose Subtrack? No, randomize.
Nice, yeah.
Okay, let's randomize it.
Oh, ooh, nice. That's cool, yeah.
Okay, that sounds weird, but I'm not mad.
So you can randomize the velocity there too.
Let's check it out. Yes.
Yeah, that's awesome. Like that's definitely cool for beats, I feel like. Because velocity is something that I mess with all the time.
Manually, right?
Yeah, unless they have like pressure pads like the rhythm or something, but yeah, otherwise I'm always editing velocity manually for sure.
Yeah, I feel that. Same. But manually, and it takes a lot longer to make a track that way.
Yeah, and like the random would be a good place to start, and then you could like, adjust it from there manually. But that would certainly take a lot of the work out of it for sure. That's cool.
Let's try to, just for fun, put it on something else.
Yeah.
Good. This
maybe
one.
a snare.
That's the clap. Okay, the snare? Yeah, sure. All right. Hey, that's neat. Oops. There we go. Let's put randomize velocity first. And I'm going to mute our hi-hat. Oops. Okay. I can hear the velocity change.
Yeah.
That's cool. Okay, what about randomize now? That sounds off beat, but
yeah.
I didn't have that many trigs. Whoa. I didn't have that many trigs laid down for it to do anything crazy.
Yeah.
Okay, I put random, and let's randomize the random. Double random.
Oh yeah.
Okay, well, we get the idea.
Yeah, for sure.
Now,
that's pretty cool.
Yeah, still like 3 weeks with the machine, and I haven't got that, but that's okay.
Yeah.
That's okay. All right, what else can I show you? Okay, so another cool thing, or maybe like a limitation, I guess, is that the effects on the Subtracks is like global. I would have wished that there was effects per, like, I only want, you know, a little bit of reverb on the hat, and then I want like no reverb on the kick. But instead, we're faced with reverb on all of it.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I feel like that's sad. Maybe there's a way to.
Yeah, that's definitely. There must be somewhere where you can set the send levels.
But
yeah.
Those send levels are like for the whole Subtrack because it's per track. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah.
Like it's not like per Subtrack track. It's per track of the main page.
Yeah, so I wonder if that's something they've added, like Subtrack sends, or if that's something that people are wanting from it.
Something I want from it.
Yeah, for sure.
So let's see. What's this one? Oh, this is my iceberg sample. Without delay and reverb. And
I guess if anyone knows about the Subtrack sends, they should definitely leave a comment down below and let us know.
Yeah, I would love to know. Anyway,
that's a cool sound.
There's a lot for the mod section. There's a lot of things we can.
A lot of destinations.
Modify. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. In the source, there's a lot. In the filter, there's a lot as well. We have from type to resonance, but then which is like the regular ones. But then we have the stereo spread that can be modded. And also like envelope depth, that's a usual one. Attack, decay, sustain, release. And then there's another filter mode where it's bass and width, kind of like in the
on the Octatrack.
Yeah, so that made a little cameo return.
Yeah,
and we have amp, envelopes, overdrive, pan, and volume.
Nice.
I would have loved to see on the trig menu, there is a retrig. Let's see, how can I best show you this? Okay, in a different project, I think it's this one. Nope. Is it this one? Oh, I have everything muted. It's track 6. Okay, yeah. So I'll mute that. So that sound is rocks that I recorded into the Tonverk outside. And I think it sounds really cool.
Yeah.
So let's go to that. It looks like this. Oh, another side note before I get to my other point is that, you know how we had the zoom in feature for the samples? We don't have that here. So here, like, especially with these tiny, tiny transients, I was like I was trying so hard to like nudge the encoder to be right where it needs to be. And I found that like a little bit annoying. So if anyone's listening who has any say in any updates, please make a little zoom for the sample editor. Now my previous point was the retrig. Yes. Okay. Yeah. So I would have wished that the retrig was an available modded source, because I find, I'll just restart this whole thing. But you lay down a trig here, and it sounds like this. Oops. Oh, there's delay. What's on this? Oh, daisy delay. That's another cool thing, that in the effects, there's way more effects here. So you don't need to necessarily get like an analog heat, right, effects or anything right away. There's a lot of things going on in here already.
And the fact that you can route, you have so many more options to use the effects. So that's really cool via the routing and stuff.
Yeah, exactly. Like panoramic chorus. What? Phase 98, saturated delay.
Oh.
Maybe we can make another video of us going through all of these, because that would be quite fun.
That would be cool.
Infinite phlanger.
Oh, wow.
Frequency warper, filter bank, filter folder, dirt shaper, degrader, daisy delay, the compressor, useful, comb plus minus filter, chrono pitch, and you have a bypass.
Comb filter is kind of cool. That's cool. I'm pretty sure they have that on the they have the comb filter on the Digitone, I believe. Digitone 2.
Oh. People who watch my channel seem to really be raving about the Digitone.
Yeah, I love it.
Yeah,
for sure.
Lots of Digitone lovers here.
I am one of those.
You have a Digitone?
Yeah.
And a Digitact.
Yeah.
And a Syntact.
Yeah.
And an Octatrack.
To be fair, I got rid of my Digitact and Digitone 1s. In favor of the 2s, so yeah, I don't have those anymore.
Yeah, that would be a bit much.
Yeah.
So let me just temporarily turn off the delay here, just so you hear what it sounds like. So you can even hear the water that I was sitting next to a little bit in the background, but the foreground was the rocks.
That sounds cool though.
So that's
dry. That's okay.
Relatively dry. I think we have the panoramic chorus still on here. This is dry.
Oh, cool. Yeah. I really like that you can, like, using the effects for the most part, like, you can really make a sample sound, like, way different.
Yeah, I love that.
Yeah.
Yeah. And, like, which one was this one again? Daisy delay. Like, look at this. You have like feedback, and then there's like these little waves that dance with you when you're you're adding the feedback. It's feedback, and there's even another width on this one.
Stereo
the width
delay.
of the delay. Yes, you can change the time.
Yeah, it seems to me like the Tonverk is for sure like geared as a stereo machine. Like, there's so many options for stereoizing, an otherwise mono sample. So that's kind of cool.
You can do a lot just with, like making a live set, for example, like starting something in mono and then like really going to town, transforming it over time, like that. That is such a huge advantage. Like this, you can get lost in playing around in just the Tonverk on stage, with effects.
Yeah, my biggest question when I first heard about the Tonverk was whether or not it was an all-in-one type of machine, which I'm definitely a huge fan of nowadays. I definitely like when different machines are you can achieve like a whole song in one box. And after what you showed me today, like that, it for sure is that. So that's really cool.
Yeah, I agree. I feel like I haven't like there's even a perform mode and there's a transition section too that I haven't explored. I've explored the routing section. The routing section is where you can like route your tracks to your buses and sends.
Yeah.
So you can like select whatever you want. Like let's say our track 6 that we had here, and instead of it just going into the main mix, it can go to, oh, you see here bus 4, track 4 is on bus 3, so we can do something similar.
Yeah.
And we can even route it to the out of C, D, so like we can have like 2.
Oh, there's separate outs, yeah.
Outs, so that's really cool too.
I would use that for like a that's the first thing that jumps out to me. That's like an effects loop kind of thing. If you wanted to go even crazier effects wise, you could make an effects loop with C, you know, go out from C to D, or C and D, and then come back in there with the A and B in. You could have an effects loop that way if you have like, you know, some guitar pedals or things like that.
The only thing that I ran into an issue with, so if anyone else who's used the Tonverk has a better solution, drop that in the comments below. But for me, my little snag that I had was when I went to the recorder, for example, I want to record in, and the record in feature would go, and I couldn't play the rest of my, like I have to turn the monitor on for it to play, but it would completely cut out the rest of the track. It would choke the rest of what's playing.
Yeah,
which we don't get that in the analog rhythm.
That is weird. Or the Octatrack, yeah.
And so I found that, like, especially for my live set, I had external in from my microphone with an effects vocal pedal thing.
Yeah.
And the TC Helicon Voice Live 2. And so
that's a good one.
I wanted it to be playing with the whole program that I had developed here, and so my workaround was I had to have it at like 20% or like 30% roughly, so then you could still hear the other stuff, and then you can hear my voice too. But that wasn't ideal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wonder if there's a way around that.
Yeah, if anyone has found a solution for that or has run into this and figured it out, let me know. Or if you just figured it out and you've also run into this issue, let us know. Maybe we can convince a little update here.
Yeah.
Oh, here's the second page of the filter. You have the baits and the width.
Nice.
Yeah, and I love the little visual feedback here.
I guess just from what I can see, it looks like it has an ARP and a chord mode. That's pretty cool.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, that looks familiar for sure. Definitely looks like the ARP on like the analog 4. And
I love I played on the ARP recently on on a vocal sample.
Yeah.
Let's see. Can we? Let's see. Let's turn off the delay for a minute.
And you can do polyphonic samples on this too, right? Or you can play samples polyphonically, I believe.
Oh yes, you can.
That's really
like
cool.
Like that's. Let me show you actually, because you can see it visually. There's like 3 ticks for my 3 fingers.
I was gonna ask about that earlier. Yeah, that's cool.
So the visual feedback of you playing multiple notes is really there.
That's
like anytime you hit a note, there's a little tick that pops up. Maybe you can see it better on a different sample. Let's see. That's that's my voice that I sampled in here. So
I love the water, the way that it feels on my skin.
Right? So
that is so crazy. I feel like anyone that's into like movie scoring needs to be using this for like horror movies and stuff like that.
I recently used this on an animation film.
Ooh, nice.
that I did some score for. So I
Awesome, yeah.
highly recommend.
Yeah,
And
this is like a sound designer's dream for sure.
I even have a pattern that's like down here that's called sound design.
Nice.
Sound design.
Yeah.
It has like the weird things that like this kind of stuff that I chose.
Yeah.
The weird things that might not make it in a dance track, but can for sure make it in a film.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to see. I challenge anybody out there to score a whole movie with the Tonverk. That would be so cool.
Is that my sample? That's my sample. Nice.
Oh, the
well,
cello one, yeah.
Yeah, Fiona's sample.
Nice.
Recorded a beautiful cellist, very amazing Fiona Lisa. Check out her stuff if you want.
That's available in your sample pack?
Is it? No, it's not. The sample pack is a flute pack.
Yeah.
This is on my latest album. I haven't released a sample pack for it yet, though.
Nice.
But thank you for the mention, though. Yeah. Anyway, let's go back to that other project that sounded cool. So let's do the ARP thing. Yeah. I wonder if the ARP would sound good on this kind of sample. It sounded good on my voice, so actually let's do that instead.
I love the walk. I love the walk.
I think the mode is off. Yeah, on the A there. Yeah.
Yeah, I just wanted to see if we're on the right sample, but cool. That's true. So here we have different modes: true, up, down, cycle, and random.
Yeah.
Let's. What do you want to pick? Cycle, random?
Up.
Up. Okay. And then we have speed, range can go up to 8.
8 octaves. That's crazy.
You want an 8? Okay, we can try. I'm sure it's gonna sound.
I don't know if I do want 8, but we'll try it.
Okay. I was, when I was playing it, I just went up to like 2, maybe 3.
Yeah,
max.
for sure.
8
3 is crazy, honestly.
Yeah.
3 is crazy.
Yeah. Length. Oh gosh, I shouldn't have touched it. I should probably get it what it was. Oh well, it's at this now.
Yeah.
And then here you can shorten it or make it longer,
like
which is cool. But 16 seems to be
the ARP length. Yeah.
The max. What's this? I didn't play with this. Step 1 offset. Oh yeah. Okay, that's cool. Oh, so you can offset all the steps.
Yeah, and that's something you can for sure do on the other ARPs too. Yeah, in the other boxes.
Oh, neat.
Which is awesome.
Okay. So let's.
I love.
Okay, let's.
I love.
You can. I mean, you can play the ARP manually, can you? Like just.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let me just turn all this off. And... Okay. Oh yeah, 8 is.
Wow.
8.
That's cool.
8 does not.
That's cool. Especially with a vocal sample, actually.
Oh.
Ooh, I like that. That's crazy.
Ooh, that's kind of fun.
Cool. Yeah.
Yeah, let's make it lower, actually.
Yeah, I like that it switches between, it switches between the 2 octaves.
And then, like, I love this keyboard because... Yeah.
I guess the only machine that has that keyboard is the Analog 4. Yeah.
Let's do a random. The Analog 4, you say?
Yeah, it has that same keyboard, like a separate dedicated keyboard. I really like that the Tonverk has that for sure.
Oh gosh, there we go. It's like, which encoder was it? There we go. Okay, all back to normal. But yeah, I've been playing with the vocal samples and the art mode, but beyond that, I haven't really explored too much.
That's cool because I feel like you don't see much. You don't see many people messing with the ARP, like with vocal samples, but it sounds really cool.
Oh yeah, really?
Yeah.
I feel like I don't know. I feel like that's my go-to. But I guess you could ARP anything.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, so like, let's live record that.
Yeah.
Without a beat, it's a bit weird.
Yeah, or might need a metronome, but
yeah, all right. Okay.
That's awesome.
I mean, we're just doing a demo here, so.
Yeah.
Okay, and then let's see, chords. Okay, oh yeah, I did play with this, actually.
I love the chord mode for sure. I've been messing with that a bunch on the Digitone 2.
Nice. What do you normally use it on? Like, which tone?
Well, I mean, I just I generally like putting together chord progressions, so it's nice to be able to just kind of draw them out that way, I guess you could say.
Is it distracting to talk while this is playing? Should I pause?
No.
Okay, good. Okay. One thing I really like about this is that you can also put the guide on, and then it lights up the notes in that key.
Oh, cool. Yeah.
So, and you can also I think it's the filter one that just turns off the ones that don't go in that key, so you can't even press them at that point.
Oh, nice. Yeah, that's cool.
But it even has the Persian scale. What?
Ooh, yeah.
But you see how it's changing, and then all the light patterns are changing now too.
Yeah.
Because it's really telling you which ones to play. I love that.
That's
and
cool.
here you can change the shape, so you can make it like a 1-2-5 chord, or
a
a 1-3,
like a sus2,
or a 1-3-5 regular chord. So yeah, if you don't even if you don't really know music theory that much, you can certainly get around with making really cool shapes.
Yeah.
And look, I can even have a 7th chord in here.
Yeah. It's cool how far they've come with the chord mode stuff, because I think the first machine that had chords was the little white box. The model sample and cycles. Yeah. Both. I think just the cycles probably had the chord mode, and then they added it to the Syntact, and then now they have it on the newer machines. So that's cool.
Sick.
Yeah.
On the Tonverk, it's a lot more developed, I feel.
Yeah, for sure. It was
Right.
a little harder to use on the model cycles and the Syntact. Yeah. So.
I haven't had the pleasure of trying on
Yeah.
those machines. Do you have those too?
I do.
Oh man, what don't you have?
I don't have the Tonverk, unfortunately. So. But after today, I think you're hurting my wallet. So.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. Well, that's okay. We'll be able to make more fun things together.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. All right. That's fun. So let's see.
Cool.
What else do you want to see? We kind of covered I don't have a record in right now, but maybe we can look at that in another video.
Yeah, for sure.
I haven't really explored the file here. There's a file, and then there's all drums keys, and so you can
Are those
find
samples
kits
or kits?
They're kits.
Oh yeah,
'cause
yeah,
it's
yeah.
kit
Those are kits.
on
Yeah,
next to it.
that's actually on
'Cause
the
this-
Digitac 2 and Digitone 2. That's the same icon to access kits and presets. So yeah, that makes sense.
Nice. Yeah, so I guess that's a quick song starter, because for me, what I've been doing so far is just selecting the track and then hitting the de-encoder and getting the sample that I've sampled into the thing,
Yeah.
the Tonverk, the device. And then I've been just exploring that more.
Yeah.
Like this is a water sample that sounds like, let's see, I just want like an empty track. Okay, here we go. Oh, Chris's, what was it? was it this one? Yeah, Wata 203. So let's remember that. Oops. Okay. Pattern 7. Okay. Wata 203. So it sounds like this. Like, oh, this is backwards. Oh, that's another cool thing. You can like quickly make things forward, backwards, reverse, just with a little encoder here, kind of like on the Digitac 2.
Nice, yeah.
And the thing I like here is the fade, crossfade. So
so you can set it's a loop. It's a loop crossfade.
Yeah, it also
That's cool.
eliminates the clicks.
Set the loop to like the fade to like the minimum possible fade, and that'll get rid of the pops for you. Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, in my experience here, it's been max, but yeah. But yeah, just to give you the idea of what the sample sounded like prior to using it in a grainer.
Yeah.
Nice little water here.
That's awesome, yeah.
Yeah, and then just going into the, I think it was here, right? Wata.
Nice. That literally sounds like someone's like splashing the water, you know, with their hand or something.
Yes,
That's crazy.
I wasn't really going for anything like that when I was making it. I just really wanted to play around, and but I do agree it's giving that.
Yeah, like splashing, or like someone's swimming or something, you know.
I'm just gonna add a little bit of compression to to get it a little louder. Oh, right. I have to go back to the other track. There we go. Oh, I guess I could increase it here a little. But yeah, that was made with like a pan spread, LFO random on that with a grain size LFO on the grain size.
Grain size LFO would be a cool one for sure.
So that's that. Yeah, and then I was really playing around with the other ways to make the sample a little bit more transformed.
The stereo, the whole panning of that sounds really cool.
Right? So here I have a filter, an LFO on the filter stereo spread.
Cool.
So yeah, that's the Tonverk at a glance. If you all have any feature that you would like us to go through, please drop that in the comments below, and we will take a look at that. It was a pleasure to chat with you, Ponchy. Thank you so much for showing up today, and that's it for the Tonverk.
Yeah, thank you. That was really cool, and dare I say, I really want one now. Whereas previously I didn't, so I think you did your job.
I'm sorry. Also not sorry.
Sorry, not sorry. That's fair.
All right. Well, thank you so much, and take care. And thank you all for watching. We'll see you in the next one.